everyone, it is Jan with Velvet Bag Tarot, and I am here in my Naughty Cocktail Parties office, so you can call me the Naughty Tarot Reader. And we are here with 3 different readings that you get to choose from. And the question is, who is the next person who is going to be significant in your life? Now, my reading's usually only about a month out, so my guess is this person is going to show up or at least become significant in the next month. You may already know them. And this is a general tarot reading, so I can't name names, but I'm going to describe the person and maybe the event around them, okay? So your job now is to pick your reading, and I have 3 words that are just random words that represent 3 different readings. It is lake, river, or ocean. Lake, river, or ocean. Pick which one resonates with you, and that will be your reading about who is this significant person who is going to show up next in your life. Okay, and remember, significance does not necessarily mean love. It could be money. It could be, anything. It could be literally anything. It could be a friendship, whatever. And then also to let you know, it's not always positive. Significant isn't necessarily positive, isn't necessarily negative. It just is noticeable, okay? And give you a noticeable change. All right. So we're going to start with the reading called Lake. And I have 3 cards. They're all in reverse. I have the Chariot, the Moon, and the Death card. Remember, the death does not necessarily mean someone's going to die. It really means a change, a major change, okay? And so let's see first of all, let's start with the Chariot. And by the way, this seems to be a masculine energy person, so they don't have to be a man, but they're giving off a lot of masculine energy. So I'm going to read it as if it's a man. All right. Okay. So this person, this man has a big personality, kind of a forceful personality, sort of like a lot of opinions. And I'm reading this card, and he is strangely, he doesn't have a lot of results to back up his opinions. So although he has a lot of opinions and he's aggressive and forceful and, talking to you about whatever he is, feeling that's important for you, he also isn't really successful. He doesn't even actually have a really good direction in his life right now. He's a little bit aimless. He seems stagnant. He's sort of stuck in whatever. He's not moving forward. There's no goal. There's nothing like that. Yet he has a ton of opinions, and he's very forceful and very talkative, possibly about what you should do. And one of the things that he is doing is he is revealing something to you, or at least he believes he is. He's revealing some kind of secret. He's pulling back the veil of a situation. And I'm not saying he's wrong or right. I have no clue, but I do know that he's kind of an interesting character because he's got a lot to say, but there's no, as they say, it's all hat and no cattle. There's not a lot to back up his opinions, but he feels like he's revealing the truth to you. Okay. Now, I can't tell you that is the truth or not. I'm actually not getting any kind of message as to whether he's right or wrong. I just know that this is what he is there to do. And I I do think that one of the ways of dealing with this situation, and I don't know if this is because of what you're being told by this person, or if it has something to do with this person himself or what, but I'm getting that you need to branch out and expand your inner circle. Like you need to get out there, be a little more social than you've been. And I don't know if that's why he came to you, or if that has something to do with what he's telling you, but it's just the best path for you is to get more people than involved, and you're interacting with them and you're meeting new people versus what you have been doing. Okay. So that's my opinion. And then the crystal I have for you is, I think it's a, oh gosh, I think it might be a blue agate, but anyway, whatever it is, I know what it means. It is a crystal of communication. And so what I'm saying about that is that, like, communication is super important in this scenario that we're talking about. And maybe there is like a lot of chance for miscommunication. And so just be careful what you say or what you reveal too much of yourself, and don't make any assumptions over this scenario. So remember, masculine energy claims that they are going to reveal some truth to you, tell you something that's going on, may or may not be right. But they themselves are like big aggressive personality, but not necessarily super successful in their own life. So they're kind of like, there's a lot of talk going on there. And be careful of all that communication, okay? And be careful what you communicate back. All right, so that is the lake reading. Next is river. So river, we have in the river, the three cards are the Queen of Wands, Temperance, and Nine of Pentacles upside down. Okay, so this is feminine energy. Doesn't have to be a woman, but I'm getting feminine energy from this person coming in. And so I'm going to read this reading as if it's a woman. All right. Okay, so this person is kind of the opposite of the last person. This person is actually very successful, good in creating her environment in a business kind of way, in a money and creative kind of way. Just really a good, confident woman with, could be mature, could be an older woman, older than you, very well liked, very, just an all around, does what she says, good female presence with a lot of what she has created in her life backs up the fact that she knows what she's talking about. Okay. So then Temperance is all about balance and peace. And so I feel like that is going to be where she helps you become a little more balanced and just less anxious, calm down, kind of look at things sort of from a higher up perspective. So you're not caught in the drama or the weeds of whatever you're caught in a daily life, that she is being a very calming force, mature force, all of that. And so she's significant in your life. Now, here's where it gets weird, and that is the reverse Nine of Pentacles. So there's something about this card that tells me that something about money, but the risk, but being too risky to spend the money. And so I don't know if you are contemplating spending money or investing money or going in some direction with money, and this significant person, this female person, is bringing you down to earth about that, you know, kind of helping you not make this big mistake. Or if this person herself has some sort of offer, but to be honest with you, the offer is risky. It's not a good offer. And it doesn't mean she isn't a good person. It's just the offer is not good. And so somewhere in that is a female who's herself, she's good when it comes to money, and she's sort of got it going on, and she's probably older, but she either is going to warn you about something you're doing that is too risky money wise, or she's going to offer you something, and I'm telling you, the offer is too risky money wise. Okay, so that's that. Now, the card that you get with this is abundance, and it's all a card about being comfortable and having enough, more than enough. And so I feel like money, this is all about money and all about you, this person, your ability to emulate this person, to become also a person who has it going on, that's surrounded, that created a successful life, that you have that capability, and maybe she will help you with that. But just be careful of this risky, of this one risky offer. And I don't know if she's going to offer it, or if you're already being offered it and she's going to tell you to put the kibosh on it. But somewhere along the line, there's this risky offer that's just not, it's not good. Okay, so the crystal on this is, gosh, I can't remember, Mookaite. And, oops, there we go. And this one is all about being grounded. And so what I would say about this one is, if you tend to be somebody who is high, low emotions, like phew, 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 or get caught up in drama, or you're surrounded by people who get caught up in drama, then you want to ground yourself, because you don't need your emotions coming in and steering, taking the wheel. It's not a good idea, especially right now, for you to let your emotions take the wheel. So I feel like this woman who's coming in for you is going to help you with that. It's going to help you balance and be more grounded. And that ultimately, if you follow her style, I won't necessarily say her guidance, but her style, you will actually become like her. You'll be more like that, stable, got it going on. Okay, financially. All right, that was river. Now for ocean. Ocean, we have the Three of Swords, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Cups in reverse. And so right now, this is male energy. This is male energy. Doesn't have to be a man, but it's masculine energy happening here. And I would say this is a love scenario, because you feel, it looks to me that you're brokenhearted here, and that that you're getting some realization that this person has betrayed you. So this may be someone you already know, but they'll be real significant, because this will change your perspective on your life. That it feels like you have been betrayed, or you're going to find out that you were betrayed, and you're pretty heartbroken about that. But one of the other things is that you're thinking is, well, first of all, before I say that, So this person himself is just not good, full of lies and deviousness, and just not a good person. I mean, it has nothing to do with you. That's just where they're at. That's just where they are right now in their life. And somehow you have got hooked up with them, or you will get hooked up with them. And it all goes back to childhood. And when I say it goes back to childhood, I shouldn't have said it that way. I feel like you are going to feel like it's been something you have been dealing with because of your childhood, meaning you tend to repeat and get the same person over and over again. You tend to pick that person, or you tend to get hurt by that person, or that person seems very familiar to you, like, oh yeah, that was my dad, or something like that, where this is tied. This isn't, even though it's an incident in your life, it's connecting to the past inside of you, and that you are feeling that you are that you're thinking, again, this is happening again. Like, why do I keep fill in the blank, or why do these people keep fill in the blank? And I think that that's probably what you need to work on, is because it's there's something about that's you're repeating it, and this and I would say that this person is just not he's not worth, in reality, he's not worth you worrying about. But I know that's easier said than done, because you're in it and I'm not. But there's two ways that I think you can hold on and make it through this without too much emotional damage. And one is taking a stand, standing up for yourself. Like, if this is a repeat problem, or even if it's not, and this person is just, treating you badly, and is to take a stand. Don't buy into whatever their characteristic of you. You take a stand. You know who you are. You know you're a good person. You take a stand. You don't have to convince them of anything. You only have to convince yourself about you. And so you want to be your own, best lawyer, so to speak, and just realize who you are, and don't let this event try to define you of who you are. And to make this significant in your life, if this is a repeated issue, which is what I'm getting, is a repeated issue. If this is a repeated issue, then the way for this person to be significant isn't for them to yet again do something, crappy, is for you to change. That's what's going to make you significant, is you change. You say, all right, that's it. I got this kind of person again. I'm going to stand up for me, and I'm going to change this scenario, whatever that looks like. And then your crystal is howlite, and howlite is it's about dreams and relaxation and that kind of thing. And I do think that it would be good to have some self-talk, especially if this is a repeated issue. But even if it's not, even if it's a one-off and you've never had this problem before, that might throw you really for a loop if someone mistreats you. And so you want to really take care of yourself, self-talk, especially right before you go to bed, self-talk, real soothing, real loving language to yourself. And you're going to take a stand and remind yourself of how important you are and how good you are, and that you are loved. And it starts with self-love. All right. Okay, so those are your readings, Lake, River, and Ocean. I hope you enjoyed them. Remember, the question was, who is the next person that's going to enter your life probably in the next month, that is significant. Okay. And once again, you could have known them, but they become more significant in the next month. All right. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.